Welcome to my first ever unboxing video. So for angle grinders, I got a deal I couldn't refuse, and I decided to get a M18 fuel Milwaukee angle grinder. Paid 129 bucks for it, and they threw in a free battery, which was like a pretty good deal, so I figured what the heck. So let's unbox it. There's the specs. There's the back. There's the model number. That's tool only, no battery. There's this side with whatever info on it. The blade guard, obviously. Instructions. Looks like a flyer for all their other solutions and some kind of contest. Set all this to the side. Tool, a wrench, a flange wrench, a handle, and that's it. Empty box. Okay, let's put a disc on it and put a battery on it and see what you can do. All right, following the instructions, this is a removable clip-on guard, which I'm going to remove. Then to install the guard, remove the spindle nut, remove the little flange washer, and then this just pushes on upside down and turns counterclockwise. And then you index the guard by pushing this lever down and aligning the pin to these little holes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions you can place the guard in. Okay, that's nice. I'll put it in the center. Then you reinstall the flange bushing, flange washer. I'm going to use an old flap wheel and reinstall the nut. Tighten the nut. You got a spindle lock here. Engage the spindle lock. And then just snug her down with the gland wrench. Install the battery. I think she's ready to go. Okay, it's got an electric brake on it. That's nice. It's got an air tool style trigger where you flip the safety and then hit the paddle. So 2 steps, 1, 2. Pretty common, but just in case you've never seen it. All right, let's do a little bit of sparking. Just gonna take a piece of scrap 14 gauge, not too thick, not too thin. Good old flap wheel. It's actually pretty nice. A lot of power, and it's actually not too heavy. It doesn't feel too much worse than a corded. Like I have a fine, old fine that I bought refurbed. It's not much heavier than that. Now let's try the clip-on shield, clip-on guard. So it goes like that, and it covers obviously the bottom half of the disc. I guess if you got the room for it on whatever cut you're making, it's not bad. But I think that might be a little inconvenient in some applications, so good thing it's removable. And lastly, just installing the T-handle. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now for this model, so just a couple of things to be aware of. It doesn't have a trigger lock or a paddle lock. Like my old Bosches have trigger locks, so even though they're paddle switches, you can lock them on. And it's single speed. Variable speed's nice with these things, especially when you're getting towards the finishing, sanding or grinding, or if you're using a wire brush, the variable speed's really nice. I know this doesn't have it, it's not this model, but just be aware that if you get this version, that it doesn't have those two features. So I think this thing is going to go into immediate use. I got to tell you, even though I love old power tools, and you can see in my other videos I've rebuilt many, being cordless, there's something to say for it. And now that the quality and power of these things has come up a lot in 5-10 years, they really do compete with corded power tools. So I'm going to start using this thing. It's going to be part of the arsenal. I wouldn't doubt if it displaces one of my old Bosches or my old Fine. It's really quite convenient, powerful, easy to handle, nice balance to it, and it's not that heavy. Glad I got it. Well, it's on to the next project. I'll see you there and then.